Hello, Bumpy McSquigums here, and once again we are looking at the weekly run series. This is week 19, the game, A Rogue's Tale, and, well, episode 2. We're not doing so well. Things are looking pretty bleak. I'm showcasing my very, very, very bad RNG luck, and we are surrounded by giant snails. So, hopefully episode 2 goes a little bit better than episode 1. We will see. Knowing my luck now, I'll somehow get magically owned by these snails as they retreat from me. Diagonal combat, go! We have reached level 2. I still want more stamina, more health. And perish! Alright, good. So, what is with these traps? They're literally the... I died, what, 3 times to traps, guys? Come on. It's a little redonkulous. Alright. Let's light up some torches. I suppose you can search your surroundings all the time. And make that cool sound as you move around. They're playing a bongo or something, I don't know. And hopefully nothing horribly painful and awful is waiting me in this room. Doesn't appear to be, just some snails chilling and relaxing, and we can deal with that. Gonna wait it out and get ourselves healthy again before the chest there actually owns us, because that's what happened last time. Surprise! And I even got some actual good items too. It made me quite sad. Alright. Let's see if the trap blows off my foot or something. No, it didn't. Yay! We leveled up. And we now can learn a talent. Alright, so we got a ring, some gold, and we're going to leave the rock laying there. And we are going to see if the ring blows our head up or something. I see no change. So it's possible it's cursed, or does nothing. I have had a ring that did nothing before. Hey, we made it and found some armor. Yay! It's not great, but yay! Alright. So... we're pretty happy that we've survived this far, guys. I'm sure you're pretty impressed. I know that I am. Alright, the door is unlocked. At least that door is. I'll wiggle my toe. There's definitely some groanage on the other side of the door. Don't know what's over there. It is making me nervous, though. Is it just the snail of death? And we have slain. We have defeated, we have slain the enemy. We are victorious. Oh, now we're getting gold. Now that we don't need the gold as much, we're getting the gold. Alright, there we go. We have slain another snail. There's a nasty trap over there we do not want to deal with. There's a few ways of getting past traps. You can, of course, jump over them, which is a risk that we saw that did not pay off for me when I attempted to jump over them. Or you can just bypass them by using your diagonal movement. Oftentimes, that would be the best way to do things. Now, I have a talent. Oops. Right click. I think I am going to get the 6th sense I was talking about. It lets you re-roll failed reflex checks and shows you a warning before picking up or equipping an unidentified cursed item. That sounds good because I don't know how long we're going to go before we actually find something else. Alright, so we have a 322. And 2133. We're gonna go with 322 because I think defense is more important than anything else at this point. And it looks like we found the stairs, or the ladder, I suppose, down. We will eventually break through. There we go. And I do not believe... nope, there's nothing there. Light the torches. There is a damaged dagger there. I don't want the damaged dagger. However, I will take a potion. Don't want the leather hat. I will take the gold, and we are going to make it to level 2. Who's excited about level 2? I am. Oh, I don't know. That's okay. Oh, there's a snail. Or as I like to call him, a dead snail. What? Yeah, I said it. Alright, we're gonna eventually, there we go, break through the enemy. We don't want sticks. Though sticks and stones may break my bones, words will never hurt me. That's kind of obnoxious, because that would mean that you have no feelings, and that what other people don't think of you doesn't matter at all. Now, I'm not going to say that, ooh, we're hungry and thirsty. That might be bad. I'm not going to say that I'm overly sensitive, but to say that words will never hurt you, that's a bold statement. Oh, sweet Lord. Retreat. Something bad's happening down there. Nope. Can we win? He's got a club. Oh gosh, the wolf wants to kill me too. Why? Why would the wolf attack me? It's not fair. Well, there you go, guys. Got owned yet again. I know you're not surprised. I'm not surprised either, but that does make me quite sad. We're gonna hop in once again, same setup as per norm, and see where we go this time. I'm not particularly happy about not being able to accomplish anything whatsoever, but it's fine. It's fine. I'm gonna avoid the mushroom. Mostly because I don't think it's going to be something I want to pick up. We are going to grab the arrows. It's a full stack of arrows, I might admit to as well. We have leveled up. Once again, we're going to go with stamina. Though I'm starting to wonder if strength is a better idea. And eventually, maybe one day, 100 years from now, there we go, we'll get through it. And it had some gold. Worth it. Worth the desecration of your tomb. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. They don't mind. They're dead. Come on. Oh. Well, this seems bad. Okay, good. I was a little worried there that I might get all pruny being on a water pit. Doesn't seem like much of a try. Oh no, you fell in water. Maybe if you got really tired and you had to, like, sleep in the water, maybe you would drown, but I don't know. Well, it depends on how deep the pit was, I suppose. If it was real deep, maybe, just maybe, I don't know. It'd be deep enough for you to have to swim in, and then you would eventually get tired, and bad juju would happen that way. But, we'll see. Actually, we won't see, because we're out of the pit. Okay, so we are on our way to avoid some more sticks, murder another snail, and break open that to get some more random stuff that we don't particularly need and or want. And I think that, nope, that did not cover the entire dungeon. We did miss some spottage over here. And, oh, hello. It's a very angry snail. We have hit level 3. We are heroes. Ooh. Alright, so let's get ourselves a shield bash, because that makes sense because we have no shield. We're going to go with crushing blow and accept it, and what we're going to do in addition to that is, this is a medium weapon. We can actually utilize that. Maybe we'll do it this way. No, we're not going to do it that way. We want, nope, wrong thing. Wait, this, yes, crushing blow, alright. So now we're looking pretty fly for a dude dressed in green. There we go, and we're going to feast before we go. Famine or a feast? Well, we want to feast, and we want to be fully healthy before we go to our death here. We're going to break a hole in this. We're going to loot more gold because we have the gold fever. And once again, we have been blessed with worn chain armor. And we are going to hope against hope that that is going to actually be relatively useful. And there's some wonderful, horrible leather armor here. I feel my butt. It's still there. Surprise! Alright. I hear things... Oh, that's a snake. I don't like snakes. Alright, let's try out our special ability. I can't use that talent at the moment. Why? Alright, well, we're trading blows with the snake. Hopefully it doesn't have a poison. It seems like we're not getting the better end of this exchange. I am so stressed out. Why can't anything go right? We get so close. The club must have been the mistake. But it's okay. At least we're dying quickly and you're getting a lot in. Oops. It moved. That was a weird thing. Generally they just attack you mercilessly and, well. Alright, so there's an open door. Oh god. Hey, I killed something. Yay. I will admit something sounded like a pig. Was it the rat? Is it a pig rat? What the heck was that? I definitely heard some oinkage. There was definitely oinkage going on. Ooh, there's like a campfire over here. Oh, that's apparently another talent thing that I have never run into before. Interesting. I suppose I'll take the potion. Don't know what it's going to do. Probably poison. Oh, great. We got stuck in a spider web. Without a spider around. Because that's not weird in any way, shape, or form. Surprise! Well, level 1 really didn't have much to offer, but we're still alive, so that's, I guess, something. It's more than we see half the time, right, guys? Oh yeah, another snake and some, oh gosh, that horrible spellcasting guy who's just gonna murder my soul. Oh, and a spider. Oh, and wolves, and yeah, that happened. Well, at least you guys get to see a lot of the game. I can't win. Well, if you guys think you can do better, I encourage you to grab the game. It's a pretty low price. I think it's $4.99 on Steam. You can pick it up. I, of course, will have all that information down below in the description. Again, as frustrating as it is fun to a degree. It's almost a little bit too challenging. Maybe there's a difficulty setting that I just didn't set, or it's set inherently to murder your face, and I need to set it to I'm a baby and need my hand held. I don't know. Well, as it stands right now, things are not looking super good for old Bumpy McSquigums here. He is just having nothing but issues, and it is not a fun experience. It's a damaged club. I'm just going to leave that. That made me mad last time I had that damaged club. Alright, let's beat this guy to death. Yeah, level 2. Alright. We'll go with strength. Why not? Why not? It's not like having extra health helps us anyway if something bad comes to kill us. We just take longer to die, and we have to watch the inevitable happen much slower. 1, 2, D3 plus 1, 1, 2, D3. So that's better. Again, assuming it's not cursed. And again, one of the things that just makes me smile every time, despite all the horribleness that's happening, is the fact that my character actually equips his gear. That is a really cool feature and something that I always enjoy seeing. Oh dear sweet merciful Lord. Do we stand a chance? We did! We killed something that looked scary! Oh, I am stoked. That was exciting. Alright, we have a hat, and we're replacing our stupid little dagger with an unidentified, whatever that thing is. Hand axe? Yeah. Yeah. We're rolling in the dough now. I don't know. I'm always a big fan of axes, too. That's kind of my favorite item, I guess, in games. Weapon, if you will. So to actually see one of those there axes that's not terrible. It's not great. Don't let me fool you here. It's not a great axe by any stretch of the imagination, but aren't we fortunate? Crushing blow. Alright, we are going to put those. I'm going to put that as a 1. Hey, that looks like we can actually... Oops. We can actually utilize it. That's pretty sweet. Alright. So down to the next level. We're still by no means in a good position, but we're still alive thus far. so I will take that over not taking that. While we have room, might as well use the room by gathering up some items that might at least sell for something. And nope. Expecting a trap or something to murder me. There's still probably going to be a trap. Is that a coif? What? Chain helm. I will take that in a heartbeat. I don't even look at the stat differences. That is exciting to me in ways that I cannot even describe. Oh, we broke it in one hit. Oh. Alright, so far this is a win run, guys. This is the best run I've had since the very first one that I did. Which made me really sad because I'm like, oh, this game isn't quite as hard as I thought it was going to be. You know, that first run, I'm like, yeah, this is going to be okay. Nope. Nope, absolutely not. And I learned my lesson rather rapidly. That's right, I'm fighting two snails at once. What? That's just how confident I am. Also, snails don't really do much. Hey, they actually hit me. That's mildly impressive. Oh, we have to go down again, don't we? Oh boy. Wish me luck. A room full of torches and a snail. I can deal with that. I mean, if you want me to light some torches, that is definitely one of my talents. Sounds like one of those rat pigs is down in there somewhere. Oh my goodness. I don't know what I just saw, but I think I'm in love. 5, 2, what? Look at this. Bam. Okay, well, maybe now. Maybe. Alright. Evil. Oh no. My weapon broke. Well, that's not good. Alright. We did it. We're still alive. And we're satiated. And we are going to be able to heal up. No, we're not. No, we were. But apparently we sweat all of our liquid out. And we are no longer satiated. Come on. There we go. I think something's cursed. Or maybe not. Maybe it's good. Because we either gained 1 health or we lost 1. And it's sad that I don't know which happened. I'm going to actually assume that we gained 1 health. Now what broke? Oh, my dagger is damaged. Well, you know what? That's just the way of the world. You're going to have to deal with it. Alright, so at this point, we're still alive, which is good. Our dagger is damaged now. It's D3 plus 1 minus 1. And this is a D6 minus 1. So the big thing to remember with this is a D6 it's a dice with 6 sides. So if you roll a 1 and you have minus 1, you do 0 damage. Here it's only a D3, so it's a 3-sided dice, but it has a plus 1 and a minus 1. So you're still going to do 1 to 3 damage every time. There's more potential to do more damage with this one. You're going to do essentially 0 to 5. I think that's how it works. Unless there's like a minimum cap where you only do, you can't do any less than, you can't do any less than 1 damage, maybe? I don't know. I don't know. I do not know. We still haven't found any bolts. But we're still alive to this point, and I'm pretty excited about that. Alright. Oh gosh. Alright. Let's try our crushing blow. It worked. Oh my goodness. We just killed things that have murdered us in the past. We're heroes! And ironically, I actually canceled. Oh, sweet. Sweet! I actually canceled my first game. It's like I retired my rogue because I had a pretty good grasp of the game at that point. Oh, I just picked the lock. What? I didn't even know that was a thing. I mean, I kind of knew that was a thing, but I thought you had to have lockpicks. I didn't know it was like an inherent ability. You could just keep trying until you pick the lock. What is moaning? Must be the snails. Moaning snails is a bit off-putting. There's clearly a snake around here somewhere. And a pig rat. Hey, and a spider. Killed the pig rat. We killed the spider. And we killed the other spider. Oh my gosh, guys, it's almost like this is how the game is supposed to be played. I can't believe it. It's a miracle. Ooh. Ooh. Those are like good arrows. Oh, I'm so hesitant. Oh gosh, it's a big room. There's a wand. What? There's clearly a bear trap there. Can I disarm it, or is it going to murder me? I disarmed the bear trap. I'm doing things, guys. I'm a hero. I'm going to keep saying it. Sorry, guys. The more you guys dislike it, the more I'm going to say it. Alright. Let's see what's behind this door. Alright, there's a vampire bat that I'm not entirely sure I can defeat. Not yet. Oh, I can close the door. That's pretty interesting. Haha! Ooh. Oh. Die, serpent. It's sad that the snail is actually harder to kill than the serpent. Oh, right. Well, things are just like really, really, really good right now. Alright, but we need to get ourselves fed and watered. Come on. We want to stay at full health at all times because, well, I'm sure you can imagine not doing so is pretty much a death sentence in this game. I was able to pick it. Oh, we don't even have to break that open. Nice. Alright, is there enough to loot that one? There is. Will I ever be able to pick the lock on the chest? I did it! I've unlocked a new heritage. I don't know what that means, but I did something cool. Yikes, you might actually have what it takes to beat this game. What? You can check your heritage rewards in the main menu. Look at that. Like a boss. Yeah. Ooh, meat. Alright, we're going to leave the mace for now. Ooh. Eh. We're going to leave a lot of the stuff down here. Now, here's one of the things you can do. When you do finally clear a dungeon, since it's so easy to do. Yeah, sorry. You can actually, oh, I don't even, you can actually go back into the dungeon and go back through and loot things that you missed before. In addition to that, once you're done with that, you can actually reset the dungeon. Let's see, can we pick it? We can. We have picked the lock. We have a worn plate hat, which seems much cooler than a non-worn plate hat. And let's take a look now. We have bolts, so let's switch over here. So we have ranged weapons now if we need them. 3123 4211. So the chain helm is actually stronger than a plate helm. Interesting. We have 51 gold, and we have all sorts of just random stuff laying around in our inventory. I think I'm going to drop the shield. Keep that one. I'm going to drop my dagger, and that, and the hat, and the other hat. So you can always go back in and re-loot things that you left laying around, which is a pretty cool feature, something I like a whole heck of a lot. It is a pretty nifty deal. Alright. So let's roll with that and see how that treats us there. Alright. So we've rearranged our equipment. We're actually fairly far into the episode, guys. So pretty happy about that. There's still a very real possibility that I'm going to end up getting myself murdered by some silly trap. Apparently you don't even have to break these things open. You can just right click on them and yeah, pull stuff out of them. Surprise! Who knew? I certainly didn't know. Alright. Right click, right click, right click. Just basically spam right click as long and as hard as you possibly can. And boom, we got an unidentified water flask, which is always nice. It is, of course, the locked chest, and eventually, maybe? I'm going to give it another few seconds. If it doesn't work, I am going to kick it to death. Alright. There we go. Ooh, and it's got a decent sword. And I don't really care about the hatchet, but it's nice to see. Alright. So this is actually a good sword that we have now, as opposed to the piece of garbage that we're using. Alright, so we're going to drop the piece of garbage, and we're going to continue on. And I think, I'm not 100% sure, but I think that actually clears this entire level. And we are relatively decked out with actual equipment, too, so that is pretty sweet. And we'll go down to the next level, see what awaits us. Oh gosh. All I can say is I really, really hope these are not bad guys. Hey, I'm a merchant. Could you identify this? Alright, so we have some money. We can identify some things. Let's identify the stuff that we're... Oh, let's identify the book first. It's an amplify magic book. I'll identify the wands, because these things are going to be able to be sold for a decent chunk of money. Alright, so that worked. We're going to talk to him again. I'd like to see his wares. He's got a blessed hammer. That's exciting. Some exciting stuff, but I'm not going to be able to afford any of that. So, can we sell to him? We can sell to him. Excellent. And as you see, we get quite a bit of money from, Alright, so let's identify our stuff now that we have this. It's a cursed sword. Fantastic. It's a worn armor plate. It's a worn buckler. Worn chainmail. Just a regular crossbow. Well, that's all unfortunate stuff. So we have a cursed sword on our hands. Well, I'm not sure what that does to us. The fact that it's cursed. But I believe we cannot unequip a cursed item, so that's unfortunate. We do have a scroll of teleport. A potion of leeching. This potion contains leeching poison. Diluted deafness. See, I don't understand why we would ever want any of these things. Oh, that's cursed leather armor. At least I didn't put that on me. Alright, well, let's open up. Can we remove the sword? Oh, we can remove the sword. Interesting. Alright, well I think at this point we're just going to stick with this for now. We're going to sell the sword. Maybe we can actually buy that thing that he was selling. I don't know. Let's see. Can I all of a sudden... Oh, it's because I have my inventory open. Sorry. Can I all of a sudden not click on something? I don't think he's super thrilled about buying a cursed sword, but yeah. Well, he's going to have to do what he's going to have to do. 384. Unfortunately, we don't have anywhere near that amount of money. I didn't identify all the scrolls. I feel kind of silly for not doing that. I guess it's fine. It's fine. Alright, so, with that being done, that being said, we're going to grab some more coins, and we're going to attempt to get past all... Well, we can actually go around and ignite the torches. There we go. And see what's out here. Beyond, nothing, okay. And I guess we go down. And apparently I somehow double-clicked or something? I'm not sure. But guys, we're actually getting pretty close to the end of the episode, and I'm glad that I'm actually getting to showcase a little bit more of the game than I had originally thought I'd ever be able to do. Like, my very first thought was I'd be able to blow through this and be like, oh my gosh, he's so amazing at that game. Well, that changed really rapidly. Hey. That had changed ridiculously. Oh, dear sweet merciful Lord, what is that thing? I don't know, but I think I want to attack it. Ah, your weapon needs to be rearmed before it can be reused. This is done automatically if you rest while having such a weapon equipped. Well, that doesn't sound good. Okay. Okay. Hey, we hit him. Again, he's hitting us, though. We did it! We defeated him! We're heroes! I'm just gonna keep coming, guys. Just deal with it. And we got a ring this time. And we're still alive. So, all of these are good things. Well, at least the being alive part is a good thing. I'm kind of regretting the fact that I sold my cursed sword. I'm assuming it's less effective. See, I don't know what the cursed part does. I'm assuming that it's just less effective. Alright, so I've rearmed my crossbow. And I am ready to continue the adventure. I really don't want to be using a crossbow. So, yeah. Really? This is making me nervous. Here we go. Whew. Alright, what do we need? We need water. Nope. And we need to be fully healed. And we really need any kind of weapon now. Melee weapon. That is going to be kind of a big deal and very important, I dare say. I dare say! So, we're gonna... Ooh, that didn't feel good. We're gonna attempt very much to clear out the rest of the dungeon and make it topside. Ooh, an amulet. That's fair. If you hit R, I think it rearranges everything. Yeah, but that didn't really help me. I equip an amulet. I don't seem to have gained any spells. Oh. Well, I have cleared the dungeon. There we go. That was the goal. I was going to attempt to clear the dungeon and then break off the episode, guys. So I have done it. I have achieved total victory. I finally actually made it through a dungeon, guys. And it says once you clear a dungeon, press T to return to town. We're going to return to town, and that is where we're going to break off this episode. So we're going to have 3 episodes. First 1.5 is me failing epically over and over and over again, showcasing literally nothing but the horrible RNG luck that I had in the game. And then finally, which I was hoping for, an actual decent run through. So, thank you guys for joining me. Stay tuned for episode 3 of the weekly runs, week 19, Rogue's Tale game, I guess. I'll catch you guys later. My name's Bumpy McSquigums, and I'll see you next time.